Wow, I'm bored.
Me too.
I know what we can do.
What's that?
Never mind.
We know what you do!
Why don't you participate in your school activities?
Join Stuco!
Education Today starts now!
Welcome to Education Today. I'm Chris Garatano, Armstrong School District's multimedia technician. Last year we started working on some different ideas for programming here at Education Today, one of those being student council updates. The idea was to bring to you viewers at home a more detailed glimpse into what is taking place in our schools and what is planned as future events. Tonight is part one of a two-part episode featuring student council representatives from our 4 district high schools. Tonight we will talk with members from Katanning and West Shamokin High Schools, and next week we will hear from Ford City and Ellerton High School students' councils. We will start with our representatives from West Shamokin High School. Welcome to Education Today, guys. Could you each introduce yourself for our viewers at home?
I'm Abby Rogers. I'm a senior this year.
I'm Cassandra Baum. I'm also a senior.
I'm Ricky Wright, and I'm also a senior and student council president.
Okay. How long have each of you been involved with student council?
Since I've gotten to West Shamokin in 7th grade, I've been involved.
Okay.
I also have since 7th grade. I've been a student council member.
I just started in 10th grade, senior high student council.
Okay. Now, every year there's different challenges that all student councils have to go through. Whether it be school dances, I'm sure that there's involvement there, different activities that take place after school, during school. So as student council representatives, and maybe even you'll have a different spin on it being the president, what kind of challenges do you guys face?
I would just say pleasing everyone and getting everyone to participate and making sure that everyone's enjoying themselves, because it's hard to get people that don't understand what it's like to plan things to understand that they need to participate in order for it to be a good time.
I would have to say one of mine is being a very active student in other things than student council is finding time to be in the activities and help out, because then when I'm not there, I feel like I should be. So just finding time to be part of it is very difficult.
Now, Ricky mentioned that he was the president, right? What are your roles with the council?
This year, neither one of us hold office.
No,
We're just
very involved.
Yes.
Good. That's a good thing to know. Now, a lot of our students, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of extra time, as you mentioned even, that that needs to be put in to make these events happen. So one thing that I do like to bring back home to our viewers is to let them know the different kind of things that some of our students are involved in. You guys are all involved with student council, obviously. Do you also have to balance outside of school any other activities that you are involved in?
I do competitive cheerleading in Sarver, and I'm also very involved with the class officers, and I also am involved in the Leo Club, so I have a lot going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I play softball and volleyball and a statistician for basketball, and I am the senior vice president, and I'm also involved in Leo and in chorus and band, so I'm a very busy girl, so it is hard to manage my time.
I would say so. How about you?
I play soccer and volleyball, and I'm also in Leo and president of yearbook, and I also work like every day, so it's hard to.
So you guys are all balancing pretty hectic schedules then throughout the course of the year. Well,
Yes.
that's then a testament really to what you guys are doing then, between school and all those extra activities and student council and everything. So, coming back now to serving on the council, what's your favorite part about being involved with it?
My favorite part is when people actually do participate and give us good feedback. I like knowing that I'm making the school day more fun for everybody else and they're not just going through the motions.
I would have to agree with that. Just seeing kids that they enjoy and they understand like what we're doing and they just have fun with the programs we've set up for them.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say the same thing. I just like seeing like the little 7th and 8th graders having fun at school and getting out of class and actually doing what we want them to do.
Okay. Now, is working in this type of a capacity something that you look to do after graduation?
Well, I'm looking to get into physical therapy, so I'll be working with people, so it'll be the same aspect in that sense, but I don't look to plan events and everything as far as that goes. That's just something that I'm doing for now.
Right.
And I look to be an engineer, so I will need the skills to work with other people, but as Abby said, I don't want to be in charge of planning events or everything. This is just high school. I'm ready to not be in charge of stuff like that.
Okay.
I look to be a counselor, so I have to deal with people every day, but I don't want to plan anything in the near future.
All right. Well, so no party planners here then, huh? Okay. Well, still working the skills that you guys are going to build through being involved in balancing your time and working with students, I guess is what you work with mostly. That should benefit all of you guys in whatever you end up doing. So good luck with each of your endeavors then.
Thank you.
Now, could each of you tell us about some of the events that are happening in your school? Maybe some things that have already happened, the things that are currently happening, or things that you even have planned out for the future?
Well, just recently we had our homecoming the week of September 26th to the 29th, and we had spirit days for everyone every day. And this year we did something a little different. Our homecoming court had different spirit days than everybody else, and it seemed like everyone really enjoyed that because it made the court stand out and it just gave them a little more recognition for being voted on.
Okay.
And right now, well, actually today, we have a big fundraiser for our school. It's cookie dough, and 7 through 12 sells it, and today they had to turn it in. And the money raised by this goes to many different things. It's in volleyball day, buying the crowns and sashes for homecoming, bringing different speakers in for our school to hear, and it's one of our biggest fundraisers. And today was the last day to turn them in. They had 2 weeks to sell the cookie dough. So it was something recent that was going on.
Okay.
Here coming up, the day before the Christmas vacation, we have volleyball day. Is when the senior high and junior high students get teams and they have a volleyball tournament. And that's probably one of the students' favorite days of the year. Everyone's looking forward to it. And the winners get t-shirts, and it's just a fun day.
Okay. Now, to kind of spin off of that, is there anything that you guys are hoping that you would like to see happen, goals that either you individually or as a group have maybe for the course of the school year?
I actually want to organize like a mini-thon, to raise money for cancer societies and things like that, and I look to hopefully get that going in the spring.
Sure. Okay.
I think just a goal overall as Stuco members is to try and raise the spirit in our school, because that is one difficulty that we have is kids not participating, and I think that's just one of our big goals is to try and have fun activities for our members to participate in.
Sure.
One of the current things I'm working on right now is trying to get every Friday Spirit Day
Okay, yeah.
and give awards to people who actually dress up as Spirit for our school to raise our spirit for the school.
Okay, that sounds like a bunch of good ideas. And I know you mentioned the mini-thon. For those of you who don't know at home, Penn State University does the thon every year. They raise a ton of money. If I remember correctly, it's like a 48-hour dance or something.
46.
Okay, 46 hours where everyone continues to dance the whole time. They raise money for cancer societies and things of that nature. I believe Katanning tried to start a mini-thon. So it'd be a nice thing to see, if you guys can get it going too, maybe something that ends up being a district-wide thing. I know even Katanning, they raised, for the first time really getting it going, they raised some decent money doing that. So hopefully you guys are able to get that going. Good luck with that as well.
Thank you.
Now, we're wrapping up here at the end of the questions, but is there anything else that you guys would like to add? Any information, comments, anything like that for the viewers at home?
I would just have to say that anyone watching that has kids in the district, encourage them to participate in the activities that their student council puts out, because the kids work really hard on it, and it's really nice to see the feedback.
I think Abby just summed it up.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank you guys for being on this portion of our show today, and good luck with the rest of the school year. Maybe we'll see what happens here in the spring, and if there's anything that comes up, especially when you're planning that thon, maybe we'll bring you guys back down so you guys can talk about it and maybe promote it a little bit more. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, we're going to take a short break and then talk to members from Katanning High School Student Council. We'll be right back with more of Armstrong School District's Education Today. Stick around.
Before I came to IUP, I had no idea what college would be like or what role I would play or where I'd be in the future. But when I came to IUP, everything changed. I met people who really made me feel like I belonged. I had great classes at a great nationally ranked university. Hi, my name is Megan Miller. I'm a fine arts major, and this is my university.
We're back with Armstrong School District's Education Today. Today we're talking to members from our high school student councils. We just spoke with West Shamokin. Next we welcome in representatives from Katanning High School Student Council. Ladies, welcome to Education Today. Would you please introduce yourselves for our viewers?
I'm Jessa Goldner, and I'm the treasurer of the Student Council.
I'm Carly Hoffman. I am the president of Student Council.
I'm Morgan Goldner, and I'm secretary for Student Council.
Okay, we are welcoming at least two of you guys back to our set for a third time, I guess. You guys were down here twice last year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the hosting the district council, I guess, or was it the county council?
The district fall conference.
The district fall conference. Where was that at this year?
Camp Conaway.
Yes.
Yeah. Seneca Valley is hosting it.
Okay, all right. Well, we guys had some fun with that last year. You taught some of our illustrious TV production staff here last year on how to do the warm-up activities, if you remember correctly.
Yeah.
Left for some interesting video that we went through later on during the course of that editing. So, how long have each of you guys been involved with the student council?
I've been in 7 years in Student Council.
This is my 7th year as well.
Okay.
This is my 5th year.
5th year. Okay. Now, as we spoke with West Shamokin, I asked them their perspective on challenges that you guys have to face every year. Obviously, there are different challenges every year. Last year, you guys had the challenge of hosting the conference. So this year, maybe you can talk about some other challenges that you guys have, or your perspective on the different challenges you guys have to try to go through the course of each year.
Well, like all school events, it's really hard to get people involved in some things. So that's something that we have been trying to overcome for the 4 years that we've been at high school. So, and I think we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, our class is really involved.
Yeah, so that's good.
Also, Jessa and I both sit on the district board for Student Council since we hosted a conference last year. Mm-hmm. So we have those challenges like being involved at the district level and taking responsibilities of different committees for the whole district and stuff.
Okay.
And we always have those negative feedbacks that we don't do enough, or we do too little, we're not involved enough, but when we're pretty much doing everything at the school.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of things, even down here, you hear about the negative stuff, you don't always hear about the positive stuff. So that's why we go by the motto, no news is good news for us. So now you guys said you sit on the district board.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the differences maybe between what you do sitting on the school level and the district level?
We don't meet as frequently on the district level because there are people from all over the whole area. Mm-hmm. So we only meet 4 times a year, I believe.
Yes.
But it's just the district is what pays for the conferences and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So you have to organize the conferences, organize like the alumni board and stuff like that, and then senior recognition, advisor of the year. There's something else.
I think that's it.
And just like any events that you want to have for the whole district to participate in.
Okay. So by sitting on the district board, it's just Armstrong School District, or is that across?
No. It's the District 2 board, and it's half of our region. Our region A is includes Erie the whole way down to us. So our district includes us, Seneca Valley, Union, our whole school district. What are some of the other schools? I can't think of any other.
Basically most of northwestern Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So, okay. What is your favorite part of serving on the board?
I like the leadership that you get and how you can learn from doing experiences and what students want and what they don't want. And I like helping other people out. So. That's why I do it.
I guess I kind of like to know what's going on too. Like if you're just at your school level, you don't really know what's going on through the whole district or how our finances are being spent or how any of that's happening. And since we're on the district level, we see how everything pans out and how everything is organized and get to take part in that.
Sure.
I like the leadership responsibilities. I have a lot of friends that come to me and like, okay, what's the next school event that's going on, and other event questions like that.
Okay. Now, I know we talked about, I asked this question last year, but who knows, maybe you've changed your mind, but is working in some kind of field related to this what you might want to do once you graduate, move on?
You can go first.
Okay. Well, it breaks down into like the networking, and that's like I want to go in for anthropology, and so this isn't student council really isn't going to help with that specific thing, but like the networking and social skills really will help out a lot in that.
Okay.
So.
Right now, I don't want to know what I want to do with my life exactly, but I know that no matter what, the leadership techniques and skills that I've learned will help me, because even if I don't go into necessarily government or something like that, I might have a leadership position in any job that I take or be a manager of something or anything like that. So you have to know how to interact and how to lead a group without taking over.
Right.
I'm going into physical therapy, so I think leadership is going to be a good role, and also how we're real organized. So that's good steps to be successful in that field.
Yeah, I think you guys are all on the right track. Being able to make that connection, correlation between what you're doing now and relating it to whatever you end up doing is pretty good. And I mean, you're going to be able to use these skills like you guys were saying. So now, could each of you tell us about maybe some of the events that have already taken place this year, things that are taking place now, or things that you have planned for the future?
Well, we just had our homecoming/fall formal on Friday, and it was a lot of fun. We had the football game on Friday, and we won, so that was good. And then, the fall formal at the St. Mary's Parish Hall was on Saturday, and that was a really good time, and everything went as planned, and everything went smoothly, and so that was one of the big things of the fall that we had to go through. So.
And then sign-ups have started already for Powder Puff, or the big Powder Puff game and everything like that. So that's coming, and the community can come out and support us if they want, see what happens. And we have a volleyball tournament at this school on the last day before, is it Christmas or Thanksgiving? Christmas break every year. So that's coming up, and we'll have to get the teams organized and get everyone ready to go.
Okay.
We also have Mr. Wildcats coming up probably towards the end of November, right before Thanksgiving break, or directly after it, more likely before. Also, our major event for the winter would be the mini-thon, where we raise money for kids that have cancer.
Okay. And I know you guys, I don't know if you guys heard, or I don't know if you're in the studio when West Shamokin was speaking, they're talking about trying to start a mini-thon this year as well. So I even told them, I said, it would be a nice thing if it ends up being a district-wide thing where we can get all the communities in our attendance area involved with it. Explain to the viewers how it was connected out to what Penn State does in a way. You guys just recently started up doing the mini-thon the last couple of years,
This will be our
Third year.
Right.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was your second or third year going into it. So again, very, very good thing to be involved with. So come out and support these guys. It'll be advertised. So when it happens, help them out and help out kids who need some help raising money. So now, for those who don't know at home, you mentioned Mr. Wildcat would be coming up the end of November. Yeah. Why don't you explain for our viewers what Mr. Wildcat is?
Mr. Wildcat is a contest between boy students at our school that want to show their pride, their stuff. Mostly it's seniors. We have a good bit of juniors, and then sophomores are really depending on who they are and if they've been involved in the school before, they know how it goes. But there's just there's an evening wear event, a swimwear event, a talent show. So it's just a good thing for the boys to do and have a good time.
Okay. Now, you talked about some of the different things that have already been happening or already planned. do you guys have either individually for the school or for the student council or as a whole, do you guys have like other goals that you would like to see or other hopes or ideas that you would like to see come to fruition maybe?
I don't know.
I think like my personal like main goal for this year is to raise as much as we can for the mini-thon, because I feel like that is such a good cause and it's something that I feel very passionate about personally. Like Jessa and I got to go out to Penn State's thon with 2 of our friends last year and got to see how massive the whole thing is and like see the kids that it's really affecting and how big of a difference it does make in their lives. And I think that that is something that trumps a volleyball tournament or powder puff. Not that I don't enjoy them, but it's just so nice to make a difference in someone else's life.
Right, and I mean, I did explain how Penn State kind of like the premise of how they use theirs or do run theirs. I have relatives that went to Penn State. They were involved in it. They had me go up 1 year for it too. It's quite a thing to see, quite a thing to be involved in. Since you guys at West Shamokin said they wanted to start it this year, you guys have already been doing it for 2 years. So what kind of, how do you guys run yours? Like what kind of things do you plan for your mini-thon?
Well, we have, everyone has to raise at least $50 other than their registration fee. And that $50 will go towards the fund, or the
4 Diamonds Fund.
The charity. And so that's one of the big things that I have people do. What else do we do? Well, and we anyone from the community is allowed to donate. We have sponsors. What else?
We usually get a DJ that comes. Well, we have in the past had a DJ that comes, and we have food for everyone that's there to keep them awake and dancing all night. And then we play some games throughout the night and just stuff like that. But it's basically just to keep motivated and keep on your feet and dance for the kids.
Right.
And yeah, we have set up collection jars and stuff like that throughout the community. So if people see that, or they can call the school or anything like that and donate if they would like to, because it really does make a difference.
Okay. And is there anything different that you guys are planning for this year? Or pretty much keep it the same as it has been?
Well, I think we're gonna have the teachers come in and make us breakfast. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that is a rumor that's going on.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have it on a different, we usually have it a Friday to a Saturday, but this year it's going to be a Thursday and do an in-service day for the teachers. So it'd be a little bit easier for us. They don't have to wait till Friday to do it. There's that. And also during the mini-thon, we break each hour into a certain like 80s theme or, whatever decade we want, pop music. We do that also.
And I think this year we're trying to reach out into the community more, and we're talking to 4 Diamonds. We don't have anything set in stone yet since it is far away, but we're trying to see if we can donate the money to a specific cancer patient in our community so that the money does go to someone local and that we can actually see the difference that it makes.
Right. Okay. It'll be nice, I think, if you're doing that Thursday or Friday thing. You already have all the students are already going to be at the school. Do you do it at the high school, at the football field, or in the gymnasium?
In the gym.
Okay, and is this in the spring or?
February.
I believe it's the first week of February this year.
Okay, all right. So it'll be nice as the students are already there. You'll already have Friday off, so it's not like they're going into Saturday and saying, okay, well now I'm doing every Sunday. I mean, it'll just keep them involved, and since they're already there. Hopefully that'll help you guys out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you wanted to mention or share for our viewers at home?
I don't think so.
Covered it all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I appreciate you guys coming down once again, taking time out of your day. I know, and appreciate the teachers allowing you guys out of class to come down and take place in our show again today. And as I gave to West Shamokin, so maybe later on during the course of the year something comes up, or we get closer to when the thon takes place, and we'll have you guys maybe come back down and maybe explain a little bit more about what's going on, or if there's another major event that pops up. You never know what will happen throughout the course of the year. Don't mean to put you guys on the spot. Do you know approximately how much you've been able to raise doing the mini-thon in the past?
Last year we
$3? Was it 3 or was it more?
I don't know. It was a good a major difference from the year before.
We raised a couple $1,000s last year.
Okay.
I'd say $2,500. some
I don't
around there.
remember.
I don't know.
Because the first year didn't we raise like 1,500 or 1,000 or something?
Maybe, and we like doubled
And
it,
we like
almost
doubled or
tripled it.
tripled it
Yeah,
the
so
next year. So we're hoping to keep up that pattern.
Right. And you guys at home can come out and help them out and get that done for them as well. Okay, well, we're out of time for today. I would like to thank the students from both West Shamokin and Katanning High Schools for coming down here, taking time out of their schedules, their teachers and their advisors for taking time out of their schedules as well to bring them down here. I'd also like to thank our TV production students of Katanning Senior High School, led by their teacher, Mr. Don Swanson. They were our film crew for today. Join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. You can always find more news and information about the district on our school website. Have a great week.